Since the founding of our nation in 1776, the United States of America has been involved with war over 90% of the time during its 240-plus year history. Men and women have faithfully answered the call to protect the freedoms that we enjoy today.
Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts.
Following the tragic events of 9/11, the Lord placed a burden in the heart of Patrick Hayes for the United States military and their need of the Savior by getting them the gospel of Jesus Christ.
On October the 1st of 2001, at Fort Bragg, Fayetteville, North Carolina, actually walked out into a street at a red light and started handing out books of John and Romans.
A special packet was developed which not only included a John and Romans, but gospel tracts, a songbook of hymns, as well as a handwritten thank you card and coloring page.
We got into the streets, we worked in the streets, and we've been in the streets for years. There's been 180,000 of our packets that have been distributed, most of them card to card to card to card.
In the last 10 years, it seems like the ministry has changed somewhat. It went from more of a street work to then having different festivals and booths at different Army events and military events, to now the latest door that the Lord has opened for the ministry is Brother Hayes has been able to go to different restaurants on Veterans Day and set up displays and tables and really have one-on-one contact with our veterans.
7 years ago, God opened some doors down in Glen Air Force Base in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. The Golden Corral Corporation was feeding veterans on Veterans Day, and I asked him if I could be there to share our military packets with veterans that were getting a free meal. Last year, our ministry with the restaurants on Veterans Day has grown to where last year we had 50 restaurants.
I think it's a great ministry because it's an opportunity to show gratitude toward people that deserve that gratitude and often are neglected or forgotten. And so it's one of those things where we get to spend time with them for a specific purpose of showing them gratitude, and in turn it becomes a great blessing to us just being around them.
For the last 4 or 5 years, our church has sent a couple of groups down to the restaurants in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg and Sevierville in Tennessee, and we've been able to set up outside those restaurants, and it seems like about 2:30 or 3 o'clock the veterans start showing up for their dinner. They get provided a free dinner by the restaurant, and the line is usually extremely long, and we actually have the opportunity to kind of really just make some friends with our veterans.
We have gone to the Golden Corrals. Our church at Walkertown has done it for the last 2 years, and we've handed out almost 1,500 packets in those 2 times that we've been to Golden Corral.
Churches that have a Golden Corral in their area, this is a tremendous opportunity.
Some of the first things that we did is we got some of our young people to participate in the coloring of the sheets, and our adults to writing the thank you cards to the troops. Later we progressed to not only doing those things, but collating materials.
It's not just the adults getting involved, and we have pictures and videos from just really from 5 and 6 years on up, getting involved with the coloring of the pictures and the folding and the packing and the collating of these packets all together. It's a phenomenal ministry. It's an opportunity for the local church to really have an impact and an influence well beyond their local sphere of influence, but they're really able to get involved in other cities and in other ministries.
I've been associated with him for 17 years, and I've watched this ministry grow. And it just excites me is how the Lord just continues to open the doors for this ministry.